Obama's lawless regime. Charles Krauthammer said the lawless ways of Barack Obama are fitting of a caudillo rather than an American president. That's banana republic stuff, he says, adding, quote, such gross executive usurpation disdains the Constitution. It mocks the separation of powers, and most consequentially, it introduces a fatal instability into law itself. If the law is not what's plainly written, but is whatever the president and his agents decide, what's left of the law, unquote. George Will added his perspective in his Washington Post column, blasting the administration, saying, quote, nowadays the federal government leavens its usual quotient of incompetence with large dollops of illegality, unquote. Will further opine that the Obama administration is full of, quote, small devious people putting their lawlessness into the service of the parochialism and recklessly sacrificing public safety and constitutional propriety, unquote. Nationally syndicated columnist Delroy Murdoch delivered a frontal assault on the lawless ways of the Obama regime, saying, quote, about the Obama world, the Constitution is for chumps and the law for losers, unquote. Oh, but Murdoch was just warming up. Here's some more. Quote, slowly at first, and then all of a sudden, the Obama administration has devolved into the Obama regime. Obama does whatever Obama wants. Those pesky impediments on his predecessors, namely federal law, Constitution, and separation of powers, have proved as tough as tissue paper in containing Obama's ambition to impose statism on America. From Obamacare to unions to telephones, it's basically just another day, another decree, unquote. That Obama disregards, even disdains the U.S. Constitution and the law should come as no real surprise. While still a state senator in 2001, Obama criticized the Founding Fathers for creating a constitution that he described as being a, quote, charter of negative liberties, unquote, that limited what, quote, the federal government cannot do for you, unquote. He's the antithesis of the Constitution. Barack Obama is a walking mirror image in reverse of the Constitution. While Americans have long understood that the Founding Fathers saw government as the biggest threat to individual freedom and cherish a Constitution that has checks and balances on the power of government, not so with Barack Obama. He longed for the opportunity to, quote, break free from the essential constraints, unquote, placed therein by the founders for limited government's ability to accomplish what Obama sees as the most important real objective, quote, the redistribution of wealth, unquote. Now, this is taken from Bob Beauprez' blog, which he was a former congressman, Republican congressman. We wish there were more people like Bob Beauprez back in office right now. Maybe he'll consider rerunning. The final paragraph of Beauprez' essay says, few on Capitol Hill have the stomach to even whisper the I word, though violating the Constitution certainly would seem to rise above the level of quote-unquote high crimes and misdemeanors. But that doesn't stop you from calling your congressman to begin the impeachment proceedings right now against Barack Hussein Obama.